Hi guys, and welcome. This is Average Pokemon Trainer here, and welcome to my first ever local tournament brought to you by Trident All-Stars and hosted by System Link. I hope you guys are looking forward to the battles that are coming up. The guys really came out and showed their stuff, and there's going to be a lot of action-packed matches for you. And only one person is going to walk away the champion. So let's get into our first battle. First up, we have ZAK Stabler versus Akeem Welch. The team lineup we have here today is a pretty standard team. We have some similar mons coming out. There is Venusaur, that could be the Mega. Also, yeah, actually that can be the Mega because Latios is Mega in Auras. So it seems that everybody's running Mega Venusaur today. ZAK has his Greninja, Heatran, Azumarill, Landorus, and Latios. Tyson has a really untraditional team with Tentacruel, Conkeldurr, Probopass, Chandelure, Title here today, Chandelure, and Mamoswine. I think a few things might be a thing today. Mamoswine might be banded. Chandelure might be Scarf. We might have some Life Orb Ninja there. That may be special defensive Tran, and physical defensive Landorus. It seems to be built around a fire, grass, and rock core for Zabs, and that's how it's looking like that. But Tyson has his own rock, water, and grass core, so we'll see how it plays out. So let's get into the battle. Now the match is taken from ZAK Stabler's side, so we're going to be seeing it from his perspective. So we see that my boy Akeem leads off with his Mamoswine, and ZAK has lead off with his Venusaur. Not a good matchup for Akeem because Venusaur is a bit faster than Mamo, and he has the Mega, so Tick Fat does play a big role. So he had to switch out. He switched out into his Probopass of all things, and Probopass is part Steel type, so it doesn't get hit hard by grass moves as it traditional rock types do. So he predicts a switch. He goes for the Giga Drain, then he goes for the Leech Seed combo. My boy Akeem making the right play and get up his rocks early, a clock. This is going to help him out further on in the battle. The Leech Seed takes effect early on. I don't think he wants to stay too long with that Leech Seed. He goes for the double Leech Seed, and my boy doesn't know that Probopass carry Volt Switch, so my boy Akeem takes the advantage in that. Doesn't take any damage from switching out, and he goes straight in Chandelure. That's a trap. You need to get that Mega Venusaur out of there. He goes straight into his Landorus. His Landorus is the best thing he can take on with the Chandelure at this point in time. But Chandelure does have some decent special attack, so this would have been my play. I would have gone into something different. I would have gone into Tran, but that's just me. Personally, he knew he could live that. He retaliated with the Earthquake afterwards, so his Landorus seems to be Scarf. So he goes straight out into his Mamoswine. That priority Ice Shard takes out the Mamoswine, and it's 1-for-1 so far. Now ZAK says that I want none of this. I'm going into my fourth place. This is Greninja. He uses a protein stabbed Extra Sentry and he takes down the Mamazoin to at least quarter health. Mamazoin gets the flinch. Oh, the flinch was not good, and he had to switch out his Mamazoin. Needs to save that. My boy ZAK playing it safe, going for the next extra century. Probopass takes that damage and eats it up like water. And leftovers, give me back, give me back. That did nothing. So 4-play goes for the skull, approaching the skull, looking for the burn. I don't think he's gonna get it, but he does get a lot of damage off on the Probopass, and the Probopass goes for the Volt Switch. The Volt Switch doesn't kill because it's not stabbed, but it does do a lot of damage to that Greninja. He goes into his conk, knowing that he can go for priority, Sucker Punch, and kill him. My boy ZAK thinks he can live another Stealth Rock switching, so he switches out his Greninja and brings in his Azumarill. He goes for the knockoff. Knowing this, he went for the knockoff with his Conkeldurr. It was a great play. Knocks off that choice band of that Azumarill. Azumarill is not as big of a threat as it once would without his choice band, but it could still play a role. He goes in with his Latios now and scares him out. He goes into his Tentacruel. That was not the play, my friend. But he went into his Tentacruel. He was a butt, but my boy made a great play. He actually bit the trick, and my boy tricked on him the choice scar for the leftovers, which was the top play. Latios goes and gives Probopass the final blow, taking out Probopass. But Probopass was already in his last deck, so it was good switching for Death Fodder. And my boy Akeem looking to get back into the match. He switches in his Conkeldurr. His Conkeldurr can scare out Latios because he has Assault Vest knockoff with stab off of that. Leftovers would kill Latios from Conkeldurr. He went to do that, but he missed. And Azumarill comes out and scares out Conkeldurr. Goes straight into his Venusaur. And Venusaur scares out Azumarill, and my boy ZAK goes into his own Venusaur, already Mega Evolution, and my boy Akeem say, you know what, I'm gonna Mega Evolution in your face too, and does that. Also, they're both 2 Mega Venusaurs. My boy go for the Sludge Bomb, looking for the poise, maybe looking for the mid-back damage rolls or critical hit, but he ain't getting those critical hits nor those mid-max damage rolls. Sinuses comes out, and Venusaur gets Mega Venusaur gets out of his health. He should have stayed in here. I think he should have, but my boy Akeem makes the play and goes into his Tentacruel, thinking he has something he can do to get this taken out. But ZAK sees what he's up to and goes straight in his Latios via the track. Tentacruel goes for the skull. Might be looking for that burn on that Venusaur. That's maybe the only way he can get that really taken out with the min-max damage roll. Latios comes in, hits Tentacruel with the side shot. Doesn't kill, but he's looking for the burn now a lot. Doesn't get it. Tentacruel hits down, and my boy Akeem is in a predicament right now. So, you know, second side shot, take the nigga out, and my boy Akeem's Tentacruel goes down. Latios looking all majestic there, almost full health. Really put in a lot of work this match, and he goes into his Conkeldurr. Takes the side shot. The side shot kills immediately. I don't know if he didn't have the assault vest on it or what's not, but that is a clean Oko for Latios, and that's 2-0 now. He should have gone into his Mamazoin, but he didn't. He went into his thing first, but Latios can level Ice Shard. Latios is bulky enough to take at least one of them. So now he has, I think, only like 1 or 2 more Pokemon. And he's going to make that play now and go into the Venusaur. Venusaur, I think maybe he's second last to last mon. And he goes for the Side Shot. And he takes about half. Now, my boy is looking to poison or to kill, but he does get the kill on the min-max damage roll, and I think that did matter. And now he brings in my boy ZAK, brings in the Greninja, and is like, extra century, you dead, you know where you live in that, lay down. So he uses his Greninja and Life Orb. So yeah, that was the first match basically. He had at least, he still had Tran and he still had Azumarill, and it was a clean, I think it was a 2-0 or something like that. Yeah, 2-0, clean trio first match. ZAK taking off the first match. And what we will do is that we'll take a break and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors. Well, you guys, I'll go see you in the next video. Later.
I want to say a special thanks to Ben from System Link. System Link, come down. We have the latest games that you can play. System Link, you can have some fun at System Link, or System Link is where you can meet some really interesting people. System Link did host a tournament, and I want to give a special shout out to Ben. Thanks a lot, dude.
Glad to have you back, guys. Let's jump into the second match between ZAK Stabler and Akeem Welch. Will ZAK win the day, or will Akeem step up to the plate? Alright guys, let's go! Alright, second battle. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Alright, my boy Tyson says, you know what? I'm leading out my Conkeldurr this turn. And ZAK leads off with his Landorus. Not a good play for Kenk. Not a good play for Conkeldurr at you, because he loses his attack drop, and as we found out in the first match, Landorus is Scarf. Now if you took that information, you will know what to do here. Now Conkeldurr wanted to knock off anything that got in his way, so he knocked off the Charizard off of the Azumarill once again. Azumarill does not have any luck. God damn, does not have any luck. But Azumarill goes to the playoff anyway. Does nothing to a Tentacruel, because Tentacruel has port poison, so Tentacruel does not do as much damage. So he knows this. He goes into his Greninja to scare him out with the Sentry. My boy goes for the Skull. Doesn't get the burn, sadly. But my boy Frope uses extra century, and you're gonna get it. Boom. And that is a lot of damage. That's almost, I think, 85%. So he uses Acid Spray. Acid Spray does sharply harshly blows your special defense. He may have been using that so he can come in later or come in with something else to deal damage to that Greninja, because it caused him so much trouble last match. He goes into his Chandelure, gets S essentially from that, but Chandelure is faster because it's Scarf Chandelure. As we noticed, Shadow Ball, completely super effective, kills off Greninja. Trek out of the way. 5 Pokemon to 1 Pokemon, but most of his team is weak now, Akeem. So he did use a lot of resources to get that Greninja out of play. Alright, he goes back into his Landorus. He makes the play to sack off his Tentacruel, use it to get a free switch in to something fresh that can take out the Landorus. Landorus knows that Mama Slime is a threat, so he switches out to his bubbles, and Mama Swine knows he's going to switch out, so he goes for his strongest move, Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash does a decent amount of damage, I think 25%, and he said he'll put that back in his back pocket and save for another day. Goes into his Venusaur, direct counter 2 bubbles. ZAK knows this and makes a double switch straight into his own Venusaur to wall it as well. So the Venusaurs are going to go ahead and do their thing and mega all in people's faces, because that's what you do. You mega in people's faces. So he goes ahead and they go ahead and mega together. Akeem goes for the Sludge Bomb. Well, everybody's throwing around sludge all around over the place. So Sludge Bomb both sides of the fields, and my boy Akeem says he doesn't want to deal with all that. He goes into his Probopass. Probopass can block the Sludge Bomb. My boy lets the shiny Heatran comes out, but Heatran is at a predicament because Probopass is a bit stronger than Heatran and in a higher speed tier if it's the defensive Tran that I'm talking about. But he makes a really good play and goes for the Stealth Rock. No, he couldn't stay in his Heatran, and the Stealth Rocks was set up. But he lost his actually Probopass has a sturdy, I forgot about that. And he's leaving him with a present. Poison in your tail. I can't believe it. Oh, take that poison, and yeah, you can do what you gotta do now, but I did my job. Up rocks, poison some nigga, and I am good to go. Landorus gets off the second Earthquake, takes out Probopass, and now it is looking like 2 to 3 Pokemon down, and Landorus is poisoned, but Landorus is poisoned. Now he can go right into the trap versus Mawaswine, and Landorus does not want to deal with all that heat that he's getting. So he goes straight into his Venusaur. He goes into Venusaur, and my boy plays it safe, and he thought he was going to go back into the trance, so he goes for the Earthquake. But the Earthquake would, 2 Earthquakes will be able to take out Venusaur. Oh no! He took out Venusaur in 2 Earthquakes, and it's looking pretty good. But I think this Mamoswine is Choice. I don't know if it's Choice Banded or Choice Scarf in some way, but I think it is some sort of choice, because he has been only using 1 move per game. I could be wrong, but it seems like he's Choice. So he goes for, no, he's not Choice. He switched it up. He goes for Icicle Crash. So what item is he running? Maybe Focus Sash. That would be the other play. Either Focus Sash, or I don't see the life taking off, so it can't be Life Orb, so it has to be something else. He goes for the Play Rock. He goes into his Venusaur to resist. The Venusaur takes it, but does not take it as well as I think it should. But it takes it, and he has to run out now. Goes into his special defensive Tran, and Venusaur goes for the Super Bar, but he misses, and it's like, oh no, he missed. That's not good. Alright, he tries to use his Synthesis. He knows he has to take fat. He can play this to his advantage and get himself back into the game. My boy goes to the Lava Plume looking for the burn for sure, and he goes to he gets Lava Plume. It takes about at least half. The Tick Fat is working, but if you don't have the necessary bulk to produce the Tick Fat, it doesn't make any sense. He goes for the second Sleep Powder. He gets it off this time, and now Tran is now asleep. Goes to the Silences again to get back up his health, and I think my boy Akeem is going to make a play here and try to switch out his Venusaur, or try to go for the leech seed if he has it. But yeah, as I know, he makes that play, switches out into his Kelder. That is a threat to the snowman. And my boy sets up his rocks and then say, you know what, I'm out, I'm going. He goes into Xanarus. Xanarus is the only thing that you can really go into now to handle Kelder to such an extent. Kelder knockoff is not going to be doing that much, but it does still lock off his choice scarf, and it still does a hefty chunk even with the attack drop. He goes and he does the earthquake, and the earthquake does at least 40%. That is doing wing damage, but my boy Akeem finally takes out the Landorus with the ice punch. Now he goes back into his bubbles. The threat is still real, and he goes for the clean aqua jet to take him out. Not missing not going for the play rough because that has a percentage to miss. Now Akeem makes the play and goes back into his Venusaur to try to take out Bubbles. Bubbles don't want none of that Venusaur action, so he is bailing, and the snowman is here to stay. Heatran comes back out. The only thing that can really put up a good wall and a possible kill for ZAK. ZAK needs to get that burn or the min-max damage rolls on the lava plumes to win this. And he goes for the lava plume. He doesn't get as much as he would like on that first roll. My boy Akeem goes for the same tech again, goes for the sleep in powder, gets off the sleep this time first turn, thank God for him, and he can go ahead and synthesize up, or he could switch out, go into his threat Mamoswine and go for the kill. But Snowman wakes up on the second turn. Oh no, that's a dead Mamoswine. Oh no, it's a dead Mamoswine. Mamoswine goes down. That's not really good for Akeem. He couldn't trust that 3-turn sleep. He had to go into his Chandelure. Chandelure is not the best matchup for Snowman. Snowman is special defensive. And Snowman said, you know what? You're gonna deaden the switching anyway. I can just roll you out into what I need to deal with. And he rolls in a Venusaur. At this point in time, Akeem only has his 2 more Pokemon, which is Chandelure, dead, and Venusaur, which is also dead. So he cut his losses short and he retreated, making ZAK take the 2-0 lead. So ZAK moves on to the second round of the tournament. Akeem not so likely. Will ZAK have a shot at the championship, or will he fall short? Stay tuned to the next video.